So guys, welcome to part 4 of my hair products launch videos. So right now we're just gonna talk about my brand building journey. So some of you who may be interested about my journey and how I got from starting my hair products to where I am, even though we're speaking about some of the things, but I'm just gonna take you through about directly where I've been and how all the process of creating these oils and all that. If you would like to know, I'm sure that's the reason why you are definitely watching right now. So guys, I want to take you through my formulating and just creating the products themselves. So honestly, it's not that easy, and I thought it was so easy. I thought I was just gonna get it done in 3 months, but guys, it took me almost 7 to 10 months to actually complete everything. So formulating has been very complicated because just getting the right amount and making sure that the amount will actually get the results that you want. It's just something else, and I actually had to take my time to put together the oils and the contents that are appropriate for my hair and that will also help your hair. So formulating has been something that has been a very long journey. I formulated my products for almost 5 months, doing formulas and back and forth, formulas back and forth, formulas back and forth, until I could get something that definitely suits my hair. I had to formulate and test, which was not a very simple journey, because at the process you are also losing some oils because sometimes the amounts are just not enough and all that. You just need to just go back and forth testing and using, and sometimes you just have some negative side effects, and you need to reduce this oil and all this kind of stuff. So while formulating, if anyone wants to do that, take your time and make sure that you test your products as much as possible, and make sure that your products are also user friendly, and all that requires you to put in the effort and be able to test and allow yourself to lose and to learn and to make mistakes and to get back up. Whenever you fall, never stay down, but get up and do something better and change some stuff and make sure that you keep on moving. So if you want to test your product, my advice to you based on what I've learned on this journey, and do not be lazy to test your products. Test your product as many times as you possibly can. Start with yourself, and also go ahead and send it to others who are willing to test out your product, which is what I did. I asked people if they are willing to do that for me. I test them myself, and then I asked people, are they willing to test my products as well for me before I can launch them and all that. And people agreed, and I had to give out oils for free, which is money, and it's something that we're gonna come to talk about. So I make sure that I gave out oils, and make sure that people tested them and used them and let me know if there are any allergies or there are any side effects or anything. But by God's grace and to our goodness and to the goodness of the Lord, I mean to say, everything went well. We tested multiple times and we kind of had everything right on spec, and I'm so grateful for that. And though we had some kind of complications because of the side effects, not medically so, or that has to do with our health, but as for the scalp, we had an instant where some of our oils were just had too much product build up on the scalp, and we had to change the formula and the contents of the oils because there was too much product build up on the scalp, and it's not supposed to be like that. The scalp should have less product build up, especially in the next 5 to 6 days. You shouldn't have product build up on just one application. At least multiple applications should give you product build up, because that's how our scalp actually gets dirty. But anyway, we had to reformulate. I need to bring my spirit down and restart everything again, and I did that multiple times. Like, I've got so many formulas that I threw away that did not work, and until I got to the one that worked amazingly. So it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of, you know, diligence and resilience. So if you want to do this, just make sure to be willing to lose, and be willing not to give up, even if you lose, even if you fail. Failures were there. Sometimes I cried a bit, sometimes I felt like it was not worth it. It does get that way sometimes, but keep coming back and keep showing up. Eventually it gets better. Trust me, it does get better if you show up every day and be willing to do better and recreate something better. So now we're just gonna go on and move to the next thing, which is capital. So with creating my hair growth oils, it has been capital friendly, but the packaging has not been so friendly. It was so expensive and it was so financially intense, and it was so scary because I was taking risks. I was ordering some of my packaging outside the country from China, and it was so stressful knowing that you've sent out so much money into a different country and it takes so long. You start to panic. Like, a lot of emotions are so involved in that. I'm putting in so much money, the money that I've worked so hard to save, and it's out there and I don't have control over it, and in any instant, at any time, I could lose it just like that. Like, the feeling was so intense, and I had to hold myself for 3 months because it took 3 months to receive my bottles. So it was definitely frustrating. I checked every morning of every day if everything is still okay and the shipment is still going smoothly. You have no idea. I've never been so consistent in my life than checking if everything is still shipped in a right way or everything is still being shipped smoothly. Every day, every night, before I go to sleep and when I wake up, that was the first thing that I do and the last thing that I did. Yo guys, I can't even explain the feeling of knowing that I could lose all my money in just like that. Like, it was so scary. So be financially ready for taking such a risks whenever you are starting your hair care brand. It's something that I've learned, and be willing to be okay if you lose that money. On my side, yes, I knew I could lose it, but you can never be completely okay. Let me just say, it was 50-50. It was 50-50, to be honest with you, but it's never gonna be 100% not you, like you willing to lose it, because you've saved that money and you've worked for it. At the end of the day, maybe if someone gave it to you, probably it was going to be a different thing, but when you've worked for something, no matter what, it's not so easy for you to let go and just decide to lose it, because you've worked so hard, you've put in so much work into putting that thing together. So for me, putting my money together and then having to put it all out there all at once, just for me to have out of control of it, like be out of control of it, and also in another country, and not even here in South Africa. You can just try to claim it back so easily. It's not so easy to claim back your money from another country, so it was kind of like challenging, but it was worth it, and which is why I'm here today. So it was worth it. So if you want to be someone who want to create something, be willing to go through such stuff and be strong for yourself. Like, people will not understand. And another thing that I want to tell is that most of the time you're going to be alone in this journey. Like, most of the time you're going to feel like it's too lonely and it's so suffocating, because nobody really understands what you are doing, and you cannot tell them because you don't want to be discouraged because of the way they think and the way they approach things. So you probably not going to tell so many people, and even the little people that you tell will not be fully available as you should be. So know that you are on your own. You gotta pick yourself up, you gotta keep yourself going, and you gotta make it happen for you first before you can think of anyone else. So if it's for you, so probably you're not likely to give up, because remember, it's you against you, and it's you for you at all times. So make sure to keep showing up.